Took out some guys there. What's up, everybody? This is Gunter Severlo. This is version 119 of my Desert Ops Run Tactical Arena. In this update, we're going to go to the editor and we're going to take a quick look at version 118, and I want to show you something there, and then we're going to check out what was done in version 119. Here we are loading up version 118. Let's go to the scenario statistics, and in this version we have 1,990 objects. Now this is something I want to point out, and I'm going to go over this quickly in version 119. Each one of these player start areas contains about 26 objects. That's excluding the sign, the ammo box, the flag, and the lantern. So basically it's all about the walls. So you have about 26 objects worth of walls here, and you times that by 8 playable player starting areas, because you have 3 start areas here, you have 1 on either side, and then you have 3 here. Makes a total of 8, and that equals to about 208 objects. Now for the enemy AI starting areas, have 28 objects. So you have these walls, the ceiling, and the walls that basically surround the entire starting area. Each one of these is a separate object. For the AI starting areas, you have 28 objects, and you have 4 starting areas, and that's basically 112 objects. In this update to version 119, my goal was to mainly reduce the object count because there was a concern over the performance of the mission. Let's check out version 119, and I'm going to show you what was done that made the difference in this. So here we go. Alright, so here we are in version 119, and I'm sure you could see a significant change in some things. Alright, as before, there are still 8 player starting areas, and there's still 4 enemy AI starting areas. Let's go over to the scenario statistics, and I want to show you some. The object count for this is now 1,708 objects in total for everything that's here. The amount of objects for each player's starting area is about 6 objects. So you have the building, this block, and the block is here so nobody goes down the stairs and outside the arena. You got a couple walls here, and you have this wall here, and this guy. 6 objects per area, and there's 8 areas, so that's 48 objects. For the enemy AI starting areas or spawn points, we have 7 objects in the areas. You have your walls, the ceiling, the building, and there's a total of 28 objects for just the enemy AI areas. I reduced significantly about 282 objects from this map, and that's why it is so low. Now as you notice here, we have some new exterior walls, and these walls were actually bigger and longer than the existing walls. The existing walls pretty much made up all of these guys. You can see that the difference in size. So for every single one of these walls that I placed, I ended up replacing at least 2 to 3, sometimes 4 walls with just one of these walls, because I had some walls that had to make up small little gaps and stuff like that. Now why is the object count so important? The object count affects the performance of the mission itself. So that was one of my goals, is to enable more performance for the mission. Now aside the objects that you see here, for each player's start, some of the miscellaneous updates I did to this was I added 4 more playable units to the mission. Upon request, I added basically the 4 back in again, and then the ammo boxes, each one of these ammo boxes, I'm going to show you in the list here. Each one of these ammo boxes that belong to a player's starting area was inaccessible. So one of my updates somehow prevented the player accessing the ammo box itself. You could still access Arsenal, you just couldn't access the ammo box itself. So that was one of the things. Each one of these ammo boxes on the map, I added more grenades, mines, and other supplies to them. So that's every ammo box. So you should be able to refill your ammo supplies, whether it's grenades or mines or whatever, while you're on the run. The other thing I did was I added a feature which I had a code in. So Ripjaws helped me with this, and I'm going to have to show you in game how this feature works. So let's start up an MP-LAN server, and I'll leave the time of day as the noon. Our garrison strength, we're going to make 104 soldiers because I want to show you something with that. And the enemy patrol spawn, we're going to set to manual. Go back. I also changed the loading picture of this to be more current. And we're going to choose Syndicate for our patrolling enemy, Syndicate for our garrison faction. And as you can see at the top, the counters have been minimized. That was in the last update, version 1.18. And there's 104 garrisoned enemy soldiers on the map currently. But you can see them all. Pretty cool. Now before I had to record this video, I had to do several tests just to figure out how to do this, and Ripjaws helped me with this, so I want to thank Ripjaws for that. Basically what happened was when the AI spawned and were garrisoned, I had ended up having multiple AIs spawn in some of the players' starting areas and even in the AI enemy spawn starting areas. So I couldn't have that because I would spawn and I turn around and there was an enemy AI right behind me, and I was like, well, I can't release the mission like that. So we added some code to fix that, and as you can see, it's working. Let's get back to what I wanted to show you. Let's pick a weapon here. I want to show you something. Usually my favorite loadout. Alright, if you look at my action menu, you could see it says reset kills score. So what that means is this was requested by someone on the workshop. I forget the name offhand, I'm sorry. But he wanted a feature where after so many kills and after so many deaths, it would be neat to reset your score, your kills score, and basically kind of compete with yourself. So it kind of adds a little bit of fun there. So we're gonna do some shooting here and reset our score after we get killed, if we get killed, and see how it goes. Shot him in the ass. Couple guys there. Right there. See him. So this mission kind of plays different now because of you're starting in a building. Alright, let's check my FPS. And you can see it's reduced to about 50 FPS. That's 104 garrisons, roughly 98 garrisons, and whatever AI is on the ground. That's because we're outside. guys are everywhere. So you should notice a noticeable gain in performance in this. At least I hope you would. Oh. Well, that's giving me a good reason to reset the score and show you how this works. We spawned in here now. Alright, so we reset the score and the score turns to 0. I didn't save my loadout, so now I'm stuck with this. It's alright. And we got hit. And we're healed. Come on. Shit. These guys are coming up the stairs. I don't know if that'll do anything. Yeah, they're looking for me. Got some guys there. Alright guys, I want to end it there. I hope you like this new update and hopefully gain some more performance. Update will be on the workshop, Armaholic, and available for download from my Google Drive. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.